I'm sure you might remember when we said that what we didn't want when it came to dealing with bugs was that we were going to be walking around in beekeeper outfits. Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the little legs.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh. Like they're not there right now.
Yeah.
It's like their shadow stayed.
Like they rested up against it?
Yeah.
Cool.
And there's a little bit of guano on the thing. I'm gonna see the other side. Oh, that's fabulous. It's probably still cold, so they want to be on the side of the sun.
We got the mosquito dunks. Kills mosquitoes before they're old enough to bite. So, directions are for use only when mosquito larvae are present in standing water, wholly confined to the property of the user where there is no existing outflow beyond the property limits, that remains for more than a week and cannot be drained. So, we're just gonna have a couple of buckets to drop these in. Fully standing water. We'll be preparing the buckets with a little bit of grass and sticks, because mosquitoes love to lay their eggs in disgusting water. First thing that we're going to be doing is taking the measurements of the hole so that we know we can get supplies that will fit its dimensions. That in turn will allow us to budget for materials and see if it's realistic to keep it at this size.
There's a lot of rocks.
Yes.
I like the size of it for a pond. I want my pond to be this size, not a tiny little stupid pond. I want it to be an actual pond.
Yeah.
It is the size that I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks bigger now because there's no snow in it, so that did take me by a bit of a surprise the last time I was up. So I think what happened was when this got dug out, like that's a lot of dirt that got taken out, that's a lot of dirt. Mm-hmm. I think it also got pushed over here quite a bit. So where the level of the property is at the road, if we were to just take all of the top of the ground and just push it back this way, then we would be able to kind of fill in that little bit of a drop down. And then, because that's where we're going to be focusing on actually building it, that part there needs to be like
I can dig this.
Flat. Yeah, but we also, I think, to your note as well, round out the edges a bit.
We need to even it because they're not the same height on both sides, obviously because giant piles, but like the water won't stay in if it's not even.
If we do get like a 3 or 5 ton in here to push the dirt around, those rocks are going to get moved with it. So if we want to specifically request the rocks to be put up against the wall there, then we should probably make note of that.
That one can't stay there.
Yeah.
It's nice and flat.
Yeah, that could be propped up. Yeah. Potential for a house number. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, we need to use what we have, and I think just taking it from the level of where the property starts and just using that as the flat line would allow us to get it pretty much level at the back there for where we want to build.
Well, the bunky's on an incline.
So yeah, the back corner,
Mm-hmm.
which means that the pond would be as deep as where that back corner would be down.
It's
So,
just not that deep.
I mean, less tarp that we need, less liner,
Okay,
and
well, it
less
definitely
fill.
needs to stay that large then.
Okay. Here we are going to check on the bug situation. We are installing the Mosquito Magnet. This is a new machine that we're implementing, stage 3 of bug control. On our way there, we will see stage 2, which is in the blue bucket there, the bucket of doom, and it didn't do anything. Should I check and see if it's caught anything?
No.
Okay, don't need the hammer at all.
There is less mosquitoes. Never mind.
Okay, it's not like fully liquid, it's oh my god. Okay.
Close the thing.
Have to use the hammer right up against the propane tank.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, put the...
There's one in there. It's working. Here, go there. Oh, it's got a zipper.
Yeah, that's probably why it wanted you to put it on before.
That's good.
Peel the sticker off.
Yes, peel the sticker. Alright. So this will be a great shelter to prevent this from getting all wet and gross, and hopefully have a very long and healthy life. We found a great spot that is just swarming with mosquitoes, so trying to get this thing set up as quickly as possible. But I have to do some measurements to make sure that all of these legs are the same height. So this needs to come up to there. Okay. Getting eaten. To be honest, I'm perfectly fine if it is a little bit lopsided, because that'll help the water run off. Surprised guest is an overstatement. We spoke with and planned on having this contractor stop by to do some work and shape out the hole so that it represented the final shape of the pond. We were having some difficulties lining up our schedules though, so when they showed up, we weren't able to be there. Luckily, my father was able to go in our stead and share what our intentions were and be a little bit more detailed. So yeah, thankfully he was able to get a little bit of footage there as well. Also, yeah, lots of respect for my dad for standing out there with the black flies in full force, as you can fully see in the footage he was able to get. So thank you, Dad.
Don't show any of the blood. Won't make anybody faint when they're watching your YouTube video. Oh, no.
For anyone actually watching, the reason we're doing this is because we have to move this big shed essentially behind us, and the only way that we can do that is with a giant machine. Needs to grab onto something. So we're making something to grab onto.
The mosquito situation is clearly not handled either.
We still have a mosquito situation. We can give an update on the machine.
Have you had a look at the machine since you've been here?
No, I haven't.
Like when you put the bait in, you did peel off that top.
Yes, we did, yeah. It's supposed to take 3 weeks, so we gotta be patient.
Yeah, but 3 weeks before you notice a difference in the population, but that tray should be filling up with dead bugs, and it wasn't.
We'll check it today.
Yeah.
So now we have the bunky all cabled up. It's ready to move. And as you can see, we've also got some of this property cleared out. And it's a lot different than the last time we were here. One of the most exciting parts though is that we've measured out the dimensions of the pool pond, natural swimming pool however you want to say. And it's much smaller, but I think that's for the best, just because cost of materials and the fact that we have to put all of this extra soil somewhere. I think it's going well. Still lots to do, but there's something happening, and that's really exciting. So as noted before, this bunky is going to be positioned on the other side of this hole, and then that way it'll be overlooking the pond once that's all finished. Here, where I'm standing, is going to be the spot for the house when that finally starts to happen. But before that, we have this big pile of bush back here, and that is actually going to get moved over with the rest of the bush, because I don't know if you can see right here, we have this little pile of rocks. That's going to be our fire pit area. But the main reason that we're moving this bunch of logs and stuff is because that's where we're going to be putting a little cabin secondary to the bunky, and that'll be a nice separate sleeping spot so that we can have a couple more friends up and really enjoy this place. So, really excited. I'll show more plans about the pond and on the paper that we've drawn it out. Now, yes, you will have seen the obvious extra layer of protection. The mosquitoes are still active, but we're working on it, so we'll see how that goes. Mosquito update. It's caught a lot on the edges. Yeah, the sticky is working, but these are mostly black flies. I don't think I see many mosquitoes.
But I think the mosquitoes are
Just starting to come out, yeah.
Oh, can you check the thing while it's going?
I do see some stuff in there.
It's filming.
It's kind of hard to see, but can you film for a second? So, I know you're not supposed to do this, but
Then don't do it.
oh yeah.
still, when Eddie pulled his out, it's like full.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not full, but I mean, at least there's something in there.
Catching something, but